AITA for telling my cousins that their cat isn't actually a cat? I am 27, recently traveled to my father's home country of Rwanda. I had some time off work and thought it'd be a fun little trip. Firstly, Rwanda is a beautiful country, highly recommend. I was staying with my dad's younger brother, M55, and his family, wife and 3 kids. It was the first time I had seen them in over a year, so it was nice seeing them again. The biggest thing that stood out on the trip was my cousin's cat. As soon as I got there, my younger cousins, M12, F10, M7, kept wanting me to see their cat, Bob. Bob wasn't there the first or second day of my trip, which I thought was pretty odd. You see, my uncle's family lives on the outskirts of town, so I'd imagine it wasn't exactly safe to let their cat wander about. But my cousins reassured me that Bob can take care of himself. Early on my 3rd day of the trip, my cousins woke me up to see Bob. I was low-key excited at this stage because they were making such a build-up. I wasn't expecting what I saw. Bob is massive, has a small head with pointy ears, and makes some weird sound that sounds like a meow pronounced with a T. No other way to describe it. He kinda looked like a mountain lion, to be honest. I was beyond terrified when I saw this animal, not gonna lie, tears of joy. My fears slowly left over the days because I saw Bob was really cuddly with the family and sort of acted like a dog. That is, he was very friendly and had a thing for chewing on shoes. I guess he's so friendly because my uncle says they've had him since he was a tiny kitten. By searching online, I found out that Bob was a caracal, I think, and not a cat. When I kept on insisting on this point to my cousins, they'd get upset and keep on repeating that he was just big. I didn't want to argue too much with them, but I kept on insisting that Bob was no cat. When I got home from my trip, my dad told me that apparently my cousins were upset that I kept on saying Bob wasn't a cat and now they want me to apologize to them, and Bob, lol. My dad thinks I was a bit of an ass for insisting so much. AITA, for those wondering, I will be calling them tomorrow morning to apologize since it is a little late for them now. I get that Bob is technically a cat, but honestly, isn't he just a cat in the same sense that lions and tigers are cats? Regardless, I will call first thing tomorrow morning. More info. For those wondering, Bob is largely an outdoor cat. I've only seen him inside the house a few times while I was there. One of those times he was intensely watching France 24 with my uncle. He will leave sporadically to do wild things at night but always returns after a few days.